Hi guys, this is Mosh. Today we're going to look at credit cards, the benefits of credit cards, and how I actually make money off credit cards. I believe credit is the most misunderstood aspect of finance. The way I look at credit is that I'm taking money from my future self. And I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to start a business and that business needs £10,000 to start it up. From my salary, I only save £500 a month. To save £10,000 to start my business is going to take me 20 months. Now, there are a couple other options. The second option is I can work longer or take another job to try and earn some extra money. The third option, which is much quicker, is I can get a £10,000 loan, start my business and start to make profit. For me, there's two types of credit. There's good credit and bad credit. Good credit is something that's going to increase your productivity, or you're going to invest that money to try and make more money. Bad credit is where you're buying things that's going to make you unproductive. So let's say you bought a TV on a credit card. TV doesn't increase your productivity. Buying the PS5 on a credit card, that's going to increase your productivity. That is bad credit, and that is something that I always avoid. Now, there is an additional benefit with credit cards which not many people know. It's called the Consumer Credit Act. If you buy goods in the UK, let's say you buy something online, any goods above £100 is protected by this law. Let's say you buy flights online and they cost £200. Now that airline company goes bust. You can actually get that £200 back by law from your credit card company. It applies to goods as well. Let's say you buy a TV and it never arrives at your address. As long as you got the evidence, you can send that to your credit card company and they'll reimburse you back your money. I've done this a couple of times last year. I bought flights online and the airline company didn't go bust, but they weren't paying within a 28-day period. So I put in an application, sent all the evidence to my credit card company, and pretty much within 7 days, they reimbursed me. There's three types of credit cards in the UK. The first one is a purchase credit card. So this is like a store credit or a store card. Generally, this allows you to buy goods and spread the cost over a fixed term, and they'll give you 0% interest. These types of credit cards I would always avoid, and I've never had one and never will. This type of credit card leads you to bad credit. It encourages you to buy goods that are generally going to be unproductive for you. Next type of credit card is a balance transfer card. This allows you to transfer existing outstanding credit balance onto the new card, usually at 0% for a fixed term, and generally there's a very low fee. Lastly is a money transfer credit card. This allows you to transfer funds into your bank account as cash from the credit card, and again generally they'll have a 0% fixed term with a very low fee. Before I tell you guys how I make money off credit cards, make sure you claim your free share worth up to £100 with Trading212 and a free share worth up to £200 with free trade. All you have to do is use my link in the box below. How do I make money off credit cards? I applied for a credit card. I managed to get a 0% money transfer credit card for a fixed term, so it's for 11 months and with a fee of 3.99%. And remember, money transfer is cash in your bank account. So I done a money transfer of £350 in January. A 3.99% total to £141 in fees. So my total debt on the card was £3,691. Just bear in mind with credit cards, you have to always pay the minimum payments, but I'll discuss that later towards the end of the video. So I had 11 months to pay back the total debt of £3,691. What did I do with that money? I actually bought Bitcoin back in January. Let me jump into my Blockfolio account and I'll show you the exact numbers of my Bitcoins. So if I jump into Bitcoin transactions, across January, I bought Bitcoin and the total Bitcoin including fees was £3,691. You can also see on February the 6th, I sold all the Bitcoin for £4,712. That leaves me with a £1,021 profit. So I made off a credit card after the fees just over £1,000 in less than a month. Now I'm on 0% for 11 months, and bear in mind I've used up just over a month. I have 9 months to use £4,700 and try and compound that across the 9-10 months that I've got left. So I invested that money back into the stock market. Sometimes money transfer cards won't offer you 0% for a fixed term. So they'll have a fee of 3.99%, but they won't say it's interest free for X number of months. This is where balance transfer cards come in. So what you can do is you can do a money transfer at 3.99%, so the same percentage, but you don't get 0% for a fixed term. As soon as the money goes into your bank account, a lot of balance transfer cards, they're a lot more popular. They offer fixed term for 12 months, 18 months. You can transfer that balance onto that card for, let's say, 18 months at 0%, and all you paid is a 3.99% fee. Now, bear in mind, you might have to pay another smaller fee on the balance transfer card as well. So that may add up to your cost. But there are a lot of cards that I've seen that have zero fee. In fact, there's one card that I got that offered me a £20 Amazon voucher. So technically I made money just by getting the card. Couple of really important things you have to remember about credit cards. You have to always pay the minimum payment, otherwise a credit card company will start charging you a fee. Generally the minimum payment is like the lowest amount, and it's generally a very low number that you pay a month. So I have that set as a direct debit. Another thing I have to ensure is if the investment doesn't work out, I can still pay off that debt off my salary. So I'm never in a situation where I've got a pile of debt that I can't pay off and the debt just keeps growing. I never ever use more than what I can afford. The reason why credit card companies offer 0% for a fixed term is generally most people after the fixed term, they start incurring the interest because they can't pay off the credit card. That's the only incentive credit card companies have to offer you that, to entice you in and then start charging the interest. So let's say you got a credit card, £1,000, you've used up your 0% interest free period, then they start charging you 20% APR. If you hold that debt for 1 year, that £1,000 becomes £1,111 at the end of the year. The way credit card companies do it is the art of compounding. They use compound interest. The way I try and make my money is by compounding, because that is the best way to make money. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just what I do for entertainment purposes only. I'm telling you guys this. It is a very, very risky strategy, and you have to be very good at managing money and managing that risk. If you enjoyed, please go like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.